Everything I just played right there utilized my favorite way to learn the guitar, the cage system. In this lesson, we're going to go over how easy it is to learn the cage system. And I'll leave you with an exercise so you can use it to improve your own guitar playing. My name's Jesse Glick. This is a 5-Minute Monday. Let's get started. So the cage system is essentially just a way to describe what we're already doing as guitar players every single day. It's a way to visualize and create chords all across the guitar neck utilizing chord shapes that you already know. The C shape, the A shape, the G shape, the E shape, and the D shape. And you might be wondering, why are we only using C, A, G, and D when there are 7 letters that we use in music? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. We're leaving out F and B because if you play an F chord, if you look at it closer, you're actually just playing an E major chord, slid up 1 fret, and then using your index finger as a capo. So that's really the E shape. And then for a B major chord, we actually just have an A major, slid up a whole step, and again, we're using our index finger as that capo. So this, in essence, is the cage system. We're using C, A, G, E, and D to navigate up the fretboard. Hey, I just wanted to jump onto the B cam real quick and say thank you for all the support so far. I can't believe I'm already at 5,000 subscribers after 8 lessons. I just want to let you know that I am offering private lessons on Zoom. If you want more information about that, shoot me an email at jesseglickmusic@gmail.com. I'm thinking we can hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Anyways, back to the video. So if we take that same idea for the C major chord, we should be able to find that shape in a C shape, an A shape, a G shape, an E shape, and a D shape. It sounds a little bit confusing at first, but you already know 3 of them if you know your bar chords, because I'm sure you've already learned C, and you've probably learned it this way. That's your A shape, and you've probably learned it this way. That's your E shape. So all we need to learn is the D shape and the G shape. Well, if I take my D major chord, my root note in this chord is the D. So I'll find the next C on the neck, which happens here at the 13th fret. And now I have a C chord in the D shape. Here's the root. It would be played like this. Well, what about the G chord? Well, this is a G. If I want to make it into the G shape for a C chord, I find the next C for my root note. And this one's a bit tough, but it's the same idea. I'm just moving the G major chord to make it a C major. Same shape. So let's go over that one more time. I have C in the C position. I have C in the A position. Here's that A. I have C in the G position, coming from this G. I have C in the E position, coming from this E. And then I have C in the D position, coming from this D. So that's it for the cage system. It's really that simple. So now we can apply that same idea for each of the chords in the cage system. So that was all the C major chord. This time I'm going to do it for A major. So this is the A major that you've all learned. Well, in caged, after the A comes G. So I'll take my G shape and move it up to the A. And now I have the A shape and the G shape. Now I need to find the E shape. Well, you already know your A major bar chord. Taking that E shape. Now I need to find my D shape. I have my D shape A major. And then finally the C shape. Here's the exercise I'm going to leave you to practice the cage system. You can follow along with me and I'll do it very slowly. We're going to take each chord in the cage system, C, A, G, E, and D, and find all of the chords for it across the neck, starting with C. So starting first with our C chord, we have C, now our A shape, now our G shape, now our E shape, and now our D shape. Moving on, after C we have A, so we'll start with A. Now we find our G shape. Now we find our E shape. Now we find our D shape. And now we find our C shape. Moving on to G, we have our G chord. Now we find our E shape. Now we find our D shape. Now we find our C shape. And finally our A shape. Now we have our E shape. Then we'll make our D shape. Then we'll make our C shape. Then we'll make our A shape. And finally our G shape. And now we'll go to D. And then we'll cycle back to our C shape. Now our A shape. Our G shape. Our E shape. And then back to our D shape. That's the cage system. It seems like a lot of information, but if you follow that exercise with me, just get those reps in until those shapes start feeling good under your fingers. All of a sudden, you'll start seeing these chords all across the neck without even thinking about it. It's a great way to play with other musicians, especially the guitar players, if they're already handling those shapes that you already knew. I'm doing these 5-minute Monday lessons every single Monday for free. So if you want to support me, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment about what you thought about the lesson. There's also a virtual tip jar in the description down below. And finally, you can follow me on Instagram right here, where I post more guitar stuff and things from my daily life. But for now, my name's Jesse Glick. That was the 9th 5-minute Monday, and I'll see you in the next one.